Hello everyone, Tyler Bishop here with the Zoic. One of the concepts that's getting a lot of steam in the online publishing world right now is EPMV, or Earnings Per Thousand Visitors. This concept's been around for a long time in the online gaming and social media industries. They've called it ARPU, or Average Revenue Per User. EPMV is a way of looking at the total amount of revenue that a user generates per session. This is of particular interest to digital publishers because EPMV can provide a true north with all the different changes in traffic, seasonality, ad rates, and all the other variables that exist on a digital property. EPMV can give you some direction as to whether or not you're actually earning more per visitor overall than you were before. Other metrics like CPMs, RPMs, eCPMs, and all other forms of measuring revenue per ad or per page actually can be misleading to digital publishers. For example, a publisher could have higher RPMs and be making less revenue overall. They could also be making higher CPMs but making less revenue overall as well. This is a concept that is hard for publishers to understand sometimes, as they've been optimizing for things like CPMs for a long time. I'll give you a good example of why this doesn't work. Take any page on your site, and if you look at all the CPMs and then remove the lowest performing ad, what you're going to find is that CPMs overall go up, but total revenue goes down. The same can be said for RPMs and eCPMs. As you remove these different things, you have to take into account the user's experience and the overall journey of the user. This is what EPMV does. Let me give you a good example of this. Let's imagine you have a website about diamonds. On that site, you have two different pages. You have one page about the largest diamond ever sold, and then you have another page about selecting the best diamond ring. Now, the RPM on that first page about the biggest diamond ever may be much larger than the page that's actually about selecting a diamond ring. However, the visitors that come to that page about the biggest diamond might bounce on average because maybe they don't see a reason to visit other pages. Who knows? But they don't visit more pages. On the second page about selecting a diamond ring, there may be links or journeys inside of that article that take them to subsequent pages, causing the visitors to have greater page views. So even though that landing page may generate less revenue than the page about the biggest diamond ring ever, overall the users that land on that page actually generate more revenue overall because their sessions include additional page views. EPMV accounts for these additional page views. So when you're accounting for the amount of revenue generated from things like ads, you must take into account user experience. If you land on a page and the ads are forcing someone to leave before their actual session would have normally ended, you're actually leaving a lot of money on the table. This is why publishers are interested in EPMV. EPMV helps them account for the fact that some users actually generate more revenue than others because of the length of their session. EPMV allows you to account for this while RPMs and CPMs only look at the amount of revenue that you're being paid for ads. Publishers are looking for a more holistic way of measuring the revenue and a more comprehensive way that takes into account things like user experience. And that's why EPMV is gaining in popularity right now in the digital publishing world.